1 mile, he says go 2 miles.
Right.
Yeah, if they ask you for a shirt, give them the coat also. So we have to have that mentality in the workplace that we're doing more than what we're getting paid for.
Right.
And I've come to find out in my own experience that if you're willing to do more than you're getting paid for, eventually, at some point in time, you get paid more for what you do.
Right.
Or even in this economy, just stay employed.
Right. You want to, not only do you want to do more for the company and for your department, but you want to help other people too.
Right.
So if you come across as a team player, if you will, a player coach, when those times come that they have to start cutting back, hopefully you'll be the last one that they'll be laying off.
Laying off, exactly, exactly. And once again, you said another key thing, you said be a team player. Now, looking at the Between Job Ministries, and I know you have something called job search work teams.
Right.
Share a little bit about how that works.
Well, I'm fortunate because I've been able to work with him and develop these job search work teams. It's a team. You basically join a team, and we have a process that you can join the team and find your next job. And we feel that you can find this job quicker and faster versus if you're home alone. And then when a person lands their job, then you'll report back to the team on the landing report and with also our ministry and tell us the things that were key for you to land your job, your best practices. So every time we have someone find a job, which is over maybe 120 people the past year and a half, we have 120 good examples on how you can find your job. So each time that someone lands their job, we're that much better.
Exactly.
More information.
Exactly. And once again, knowing that this is coming out of Northwest Bible Church and Between Jobs Ministry, having a Christian foundation, a Christian center, and a Christian focus, Ecclesiastes talks about this. It says that two are better than one.
Right.
They have a great reward for their labor. And if one falls down, the other is there to help him up. Or if one gets cold, well, the other can help him to become warm. And that the two-string cord is not easily broken, and then the threefold cord virtually cannot be broken. So when we come together and then we allow the Spirit of God to be in the midst of our work, everybody's benefited by it.
Well, it's like Jesus, he selected 12 apostles. He didn't have one, he selected 12. So the idea, and by the way, we have up to 12 people on a team too.
Wow, okay, good. Now, how many people normally come to the meetings, and when do you have the meetings, if you could share a little bit about that?
Well, we have at the Northwest Bible Church, we have our senior managers group, which meets from 7:15 to 8:30 now. And these are people who've been in business 15 to 20 years, some type of management, C-level or executive level experience. They come to that. The 9 o'clock ministry is open to all people. And they go from 9 to about 11:30, 12:30 after the networkings. And our senior managers group, we have about 140 on average, versus last year we probably had maybe 30 or 40.
Wow.
So it's increased a lot. Plus we have the type of people that we have coming are very skilled people. Good experiences, good education, a lot of successes. It's just that with the economy that's in right now, they're a victim of the economy. It's not really bad performance, it's just the economy itself.
Exactly. And I know from reading some background information also that as a part of experiencing the weekly meetings, that there's an opportunity for encouragement, there's an opportunity for networking, and there's an opportunity for job skills training. So is some type of training being provided concerning whether it be writing resumes, whether it be, once again, I know you said a 30-second commercial, whether it be interviewing?
We have I guess you could say networking classes each week. We also have resume classes. We have different speakers come in and speak, and we might have a person talk about how you can better market yourself. Maybe something on LinkedIn. We might have HR people come in on better hiring processes, interview, the second or third interview, then we'll have a mock interview where we might interview you. We'll have 2 or 3 people sit back and watch and monitor that. So there's different things going on, but the most important thing is I feel that if you continue to come to this, you'll grow, and hopefully after a couple months you'll be stronger, and that job will be right around the corner for you.
Wonderful. And we do know that that job will be. It's just a matter of having the encouragement and the faith to continue on. And sometimes you have to believe in somebody else's belief in you until your belief is able to stand up.
Exactly. Very good. Patience of Job. Patience of Job.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, let me ask you a quick question. As individuals volunteer, is the ministry needing any volunteers, any resources? How do you actually carry out the ministry?
Well, a lot of the people who volunteer at the ministry, like myself, are just volunteers. We're not paid staff.
Okay.
And it seems that more people come than we have more volunteers, and more people want to get involved and help out. So even though it's probably 3 or 4 times more people than was last year, we still have a lot of outstanding quality people who volunteer their time.
Wonderful.
And they're able to get back and help people.
Wonderful. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing, because as we understand that we receive by giving, and we have to first give, and we understand what Luke 6:38 says, that give and it should be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, run over, shall men give into your bosoms by the measure that you give.
Right.
So you all so receive. And I noticed that once again, in looking at the makeup of the ministry, that it's structured as such that individuals can give back also by helping other individuals find a job while they're trying to find a job at the same time.
Well, that's one of the biggest things about the ministry is when Jesus came to earth, he came to serve and to help.
Right.
And it seems like more people come to the ministry and get involved, they reach out and try and help other people too, even though they could be shaken financially and shaken economically too. But the idea is we're helping one another. And I see a lot of that at the ministry. In fact, a lot of our senior level executives, people who've had high level positions at companies, I can detect them even though they don't have to tell me who they are or what they are, because I can see by their leadership and their giving and helping.
Right.
You could see how they work their way up that high management level because they're very good with people.
Right, wonderful, wonderful. So what's in the future for Between Job Ministries? Because I know you have several teams around the Houston area, which I thought was very dynamic, insightful, and innovative, because people can perhaps concentrate in their local area rather than perhaps maybe driving all the way across town and they're already unemployed, facing financial challenges and so forth.
Well, what happened last year, we had one team in the Galleria.
Okay.
We had our C-level team up in BJM, which is at Spring, Texas.
Okay.
And then we had our normal job search work team. So we had 3. Now we have 9.
Wow.
We have 2 teams in the Galleria.
Okay.
We have 1 team that meets in the Katy area.
Okay.
And then our other teams meet at the Between Jobs Ministry. Okay. It's like what you said with last year with the high price of gasoline, we decided to go with the second team. Okay. And unfortunately, with the economy like it is we're trying to make this convenient for the people who are on the team, because they'll be in the Katy or in the Galleria area. Right. But most importantly, they can go in and they can plug in, and this is a family unit. And after 2 or 3 times that they've come to this team, they're a part of the team. And if they're going through a tough time, the team will go back and help them to pick themselves up and figure out what they're doing wrong, and try and help them to find their job quicker versus if they were just by themselves.
Right, right. Now, and that's excellent, because once again, we benefit by helping others, by being connected with others. And if we associate ourselves with the right group of people, I believe out of that association, the right results come about. And we know that in Proverbs, that if you walk with wise men, well, you become wise. If you compare fools, you're destroyed. So if I am surrounding myself with people that are looking to gain the same thing that I'm looking to gain, I'm more encouraged to hang in there, to stay plugged in, and to stay encouraged. Looking at Between Jobs Ministries and knowing how it has exponentially grown this year, what started it? And I know Dr. Former is at the impetus of it, but do you know what actually brought it?
I think what happened is, I think at the time that there was a big need for people who were in between, had lost their job, and so they came up with, instead of having maybe like a missionary group or maybe another group, that they decided to have a job search group where they would have a ministry that would offer help for people to find a job. And from that, it has blossomed to where it is right now. It's probably one of the best places for those kind of high quality people, probably in Houston here, that you can meet.
Right, so y'all sought to meet a need.
Exactly, right.
Good, good, good. Now, in looking at Between Jobs Ministries and the definite benefit that you're providing to the Northwest Bible Church, is it open for other individuals that may not necessarily be a part of the church?
It is open to anybody who can get up there and come to the ministry. And sometimes I see emails where people want to write up, but it's open to all people and of all congregations. And it's interesting, I see people from all, different faiths and beliefs, and people don't believe at all. they want a job, so they will come to this ministry, and you could just see the effect. You can just tell by looking at them. And within a couple months coming there, they're a different person. But they want to work. They need the job. They need money, and they're trying to help their family. And so they're looking, and when they come there, they just sense all this power, knowledge, service, and help. And it just it accumulates and doubles.
Wonderful. That's a beautiful thing, and I know God is very proud because He cares about each and every one of us and desires to have our needs met, and to know that Between Jobs Ministries is doing just that, to encourage people between the job, to ensure that they're going to be, as I am passionate about, encouraged, equipped, and empowered to go forward and do the things that need to be done. If you were to share right now with someone who was perhaps facing a layoff or had just gotten that word of notification.
Pink slip.
Yeah, the pink slip, exactly. What would you share with them? Because I believe that there's probably somebody that's viewing today because they're at home. And